Good afternoon, everyone. Steve Georgie here from Allendale's trading floor. It is April 22nd. We did have the grains a little bit lower today. Corn down about 6 for the nearby contract, down about 14 for December. Beans down 18 cents with wheat pulling back about 6.75 cents. Now, we did have some numbers just out here today that's going to affect the overnight market, also affect tomorrow's trading. We were looking at what percent planted are we in corn. The average trade guess was 6%. It came out here just a little while ago, 4%. So this ties the slowest start that we've seen as far as corn planting. The last time we've seen us this slow was in 1993. We did have a flood year that year. So just an interesting fact there. A year ago, we were sitting at 26%. So once again, that is going to be looked at as a little bit friendly. I wouldn't be surprised maybe to see corn start off a little bit better here tonight with this news. Now, spring wheat planting about 7%. A year ago, we were sitting at 52% there. The 5-year average is at 24%, so we're a little bit slower there as well. Something else that may affect the wheat, we've had good to excellent ratings for winter wheat at 35%. That's down 1% here from last week. That may be a little supportive for the wheat market. But going back here, the last 4 out of 5 years, I said when we start off late, it continues to get worse. So we do continue to get this percentage that tends to widen out. But 4 out of the last 5 years, we've seen an acreage increase when we tend to have these late starts. So corn may continue to increase as far as acres with even the late start that we've got. But the last year that it did not, the only year that it didn't was in 93. So you may start to hear this 93 number coming out now, but pay attention to that here as well. I do feel that this may give us a little boost here overnight. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But we'll see. Now on beans, down about 18.25 today. We did find some more spillover selling, I guess, from the other markets. But beans are still right now. If we're not going to get corn in the ground, what are we going to plant? Well, we're going to go with beans. If we're not going to get spring wheat in the ground, what are we going to plant? Well, beans. And so that's why beans are still going to be negative here. We do have temperatures looking like they could warm up, but there is still some rain here in the short-term forecast. So we should see our bounces yet. But the big thing here is how is corn and wheat going to react with these numbers that were just thrown at us? Some of the outside markets today, down 6 cents for the dollar. Okay, we saw a very strong week last week, but down about 6 today. Crude oil up about $1. Stock market recovering up about 35 points right now. But the big moves, once again, we saw last week's start to the metals quite a bit lower. Gold right now up $30. Silver up 38 cents. So a stronger start to the metals this week. We'll see if they can hold these gains, maybe from a little bit of an overdone idea. But keep an eye there. We also had cold storage come out here today. It was negative as far as beef and hogs, for that matter. Cold storage increased in beef about 23 million pounds, 513 million pounds. This is the largest March that we've had on record. So typically, though, we tend to see a decline for this month of about 4 million. Well, obviously, we did not see that. That will be looked at as a little negative as far as beef. And then in hogs, about a 15 million pound increase for hogs. That's a pretty big number. A lot of times we don't see any increase. We don't see a lot of movements from one month to another right now. But a 15 million pound increase is going to be looked at as a little negative at this point. Normally we see things unchanged, so that may affect the hogs. Hogs were down about 40 cents today. We do tend to see a seasonal increase for this time of year, but there's still a lot of things weighing on these hog prices. And as far as cattle, also some spillover selling from the bearish cattle on feed report that we had on Friday. Cattle were down about 40 cents as well. We'll see. Box beef, though, choice up 74 cents, select down 31, but still kind of a negative tone here to the livestock in general. That may continue here going into tomorrow. So a lot of things just happened here today. We'll see what the effects are overnight. Stay in tune with us. We'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. You can reach us here at 888-262-7538, or check us out on the web, allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys had a great day today. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.